Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Snacks Thoughts. Say again, welcome to Snacks Thoughts. And I'm just kicked back on a nice, relaxing Friday night. Got some smooth jazz flowing, just relaxed up in the cut. But what is my thought for this podcast? My thought for the night would be, don't let labels define you. And I'll say it again, don't let labels define you. Now, why do I say don't let labels define you or allow yourself to be defined by labels? I guess I was kind of thinking about reflecting a combination of my all the way from my childhood all the way into my adulthood, and then just a different combination of experiences that I've had, to include having lived and traveled abroad. And the reason what prompted me to think about it is that I was reflecting back, and I myself, I'm African American, and I said, you know what? I said, I've never ever owned a pair of Jordans. And that's the honest truth. I've never ever owned a pair of Jordans or even LeBrons. I never did. And when I reflect back, I remember that I was kind of like maybe more of an independent thinker, and I understand that Jordans are, obviously, because of Michael Jordan with Nike, it's a popular brand. And it actually kind of began in the urban community. And obviously there are other groups of people, that like Jordan's brand of sneakers and Nike, But when a lot of my peers were buying the Jordan brand and stuff like that, I had never bought it. Never. And it was because my particular mindset was different. Like, hey, it's a sneaker, And granted, there are different brands of sneakers that are stylish, but it's like, well, do I need to pay $135 just for a pair of tennis shoes that's basically going to serve the same purpose? And granted, I do like the look of Jordans, and I wasn't against buying them. Just for some reason, I just never did, because I didn't see necessarily the value in having to have them. Now I wouldn't have mind, maybe if I had thought about it, buying them, but not having to have them as a necessity or as a necessity of style. And so I've kind of always been like an independent floater, not necessarily not a follower, and then sometimes not necessarily a leader, just independently doing my own thing and steering my own ship, But when I say don't allow yourself to be defined by labels, I just use that as one example, because stereotypically, when people think about the Jordan tennis shoe, more than likely, they probably automatically think of black people buying Jordans, and especially African American males buying Jordans. And I know that there are other, obviously there are people from every walk of life that buy the Jordan brand, but from where it actually started from, And normally, black people generally tend to have a unique type of style or a unique way of expressing how expressing themselves through how they dress, obviously through dance, music, soul, blah blah blah, hairstyle and all that other stuff, but yeah, I never bought a pair. And when I say that, is that I never allowed myself to be labeled by a particular stereotype or by what other people think. I'm an individual, and I want to be defined by who I am as an individual and my character, not by what people think, or because they've made up this label and they have this maybe certain mindset. And I'm not saying that the mindset is bad, but just the way that people think, okay, you fit in this box. And so what I'm saying to anyone that's listening to this podcast, don't allow people to put you in a box. You define who you are. Don't let others define who you are, you know. If you know that your favorite color is purple instead of blue, then don't let people tell you, well, you're this type of person. This is your favorite color. You know you. And I think too many times when we allow people to label us or define who we are instead of us defining ourselves as individuals, then we kind of get ourselves in trouble, or we try to fit this particular paradigm that people put on us. And we then eventually try to become something that we're not when we allow others to tell us what they think we are and who they think we are and who they think we should be. You know? But yes, don't allow yourself to be labeled or be defined by labels. We are all individuals. And because of people's paradigms or their way of thinking, they should not be allowed to put their paradigm like a yoke around an ox's neck. So what I want you guys to do, and that's when I say guys, I'm talking about ladies too, take the yoke of people's paradigms off your neck and be who you are. Don't be ashamed or afraid to be who you are. You know, if you don't fit the particular mode of what people think you should be, then so what? People are going to talk anyway. And if you allow people to put the yoke or their paradigm of what they think you should be, you can stifle your potential. And you won't properly develop or be able to reach your full potential or be what you could be, or you won't be happy because you'll be living a lie. But it's just some food for thought, you know. But yeah, in some cases, yeah, the people might have thought that I was a little bit odd because I wasn't doing exactly what the group was doing. Yeah, there was some, you know, hey, you need to be rocking these. But that's what they thought, you know. But in my opinion, I didn't see things that way. But yeah, to this day, and I'm African American, never owned a pair of Jordan tennis shoes in my life, you know. And it's not just about the Jordan tennis shoes, but it's just about me as an individual. I didn't follow the crowd, you know. I did my own thing. And you should do yours too. So long as it's positive and you're not harming anybody, you're just getting on about your business, do your thing, you know. Don't allow people to put the yoke of a label or of their paradigm and their way of thinking around your neck. You have to be free. You have to be free and be true to yourself. But that's pretty much something quick to think about. But don't allow labels to define who you are. You define who you are by your own individuality. That's all I have for Snacks Thoughts, guys. And I just want to thank you guys for listening to this podcast. And I also have a YouTube channel, which is Eric Broadus YouTube, EricBroadus YouTube, or Eric Broadus YouTube. And so please go over there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also subscribe to Snacks Thoughts. And once you subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap that bell so you can get any future podcasts or subscriptions. And you can even follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you know. And so I'll leave the links in there. But for Facebook, you know, and Twitter, very easy to find, you know. But I'll leave the link so you guys can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you know. But and also subscribe to Snacks Thoughts and share both my YouTube podcast and Snacks Thoughts. Share it, push it out. Got some more interesting material coming out. But that's all I have, guys, for this one. Again, don't let labels define who you are. All right? Peace out. Later.